Good, and we are live. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon or good morning, depending where you are in the world. I'm so thrilled to be here together with you and with Chris and Maggie today to celebrate. We have so many things to celebrate today. How are you doing?
We're doing
We're doing
great.
fine, yeah.
Yes.
We're quite excited about this.
Yes, it's quite amazing the journey we've made together. Well, you started writing the book, and then uh, we went through the process of the correction and like the edition and so on. But it was really it's like birthing a baby.
Yes.
I don't know how long it took, but let's start first by introducing Truth House, because I thought about it briefly in the YouTube channel and among my friends, saying that Truth House Publishing Press is a new publishing house. We started it with my friend and teacher Zara Andigo, and she's one of the persons that I admire so much in the field, in spiritual field, because she has been doing quite some time now, some work in the spiritual field, with the work with Ma'at, with the journeys to Egypt. And now I know she's preparing an amazing book that will be coming probably a bit later this year about Ma'at. Which will be one of the first books in the field, because there are not much books about Ma'at. And with her wisdom, I'm so amazed to collaborate with her, and she is with us in thought and energy, because she's having some experiences also from her side. And hi, Lucy, we are seeing you. I don't hear you, but I hope you are doing great. So the publishing house, we started because we wanted to publish some books, to make it available to people in different languages, and also to make things to bring the wisdom of the ancients, which are the First Nations, and with the elders, to the public. Hi, Sylvain. I hope you are doing great, and those who are watching us, hi. So I'm so happy that your book is the first that is coming with Truth House, as if it's the opener of the door. So Chris and Maggie, we have done an interview together earlier this month, or the last month, but maybe you would want to introduce yourselves a little bit more for the audience and for those who are with us.
You go first.
Okay. Well, the first thing I want to say is it would have been very difficult to do this without Truth House. So thank you once again. We didn't set off with the plan of writing a book, but it just sort of happened as my wife is the channel, and she channeled this information, and we effectively were both healers, and Maggie has been working in the healing field for a very long time. I've been in and out of the healing field. But when we started receiving these channels, it was essentially to work on each other. And what happened was, as we typed them up, we realized that this was information that should be shared with other people. Mm-hmm. So we got the idea of writing a book. So you want to add?
Yeah, I've been in the field for nearly 30 years now, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Everything changed when I started to really channel quite extensively, and it brought in just a new dimension, it just opened up so many things for me. So that was wonderful. And then Chris is great at collaborating everything. So between us, I could channel, he could bring everything together, and then we collaborated with the book and brought it out, and there you were, which was perfect. And I mean, just everything came together. So it was definitely meant to be. So we're very happy with that.
I'm happy about it. Yes.
And the transformation you made, because I'm more used to producing technical documents. So what I gave you was the technical document. What you did, you turned it into a very nice looking book.
Thank you. I have a question about you. I was looking at the book behind you, and I'm like, what does it mean, the cover? I mean, if you can explain, and why you have chosen to use it in this way.
Yeah, I'll put it back up there so you can all see it. Essentially, everything is energy. And what we discovered via these channels is that around us, we have geometric shapes of energy. And these geometric shapes are very important for our well-being. And in fact, they're the way we work in the world. It's a sort of hidden way, and not many people know about it, which is why we thought this book was very relevant to people. But these structures are above the conventional energy bodies and chakras. So what I tried to portray in this cover was some of the structures around the body and how it basically links the person who is grounded to the earth with the divine. And it's all about bringing that divine in. So that's what the cover's about.
And also the geometric shapes are around each individual, but they're also around the earth too. So we're connecting everything together. And
you work with geometry shapes also. I know that it's one of your specialty when you do healing. But mostly in this book, you talk also about the importance of the experiences we live. You talk about illness, diseases, and also the traumas. Maybe you can say some words about this, because we all pass by that in this physical plane.
Well, everything is it's energy, but it boils down to emotion, and we store this emotion in our body, and unless we release it, it builds and builds and builds to the point where it's distorting the energy flow. So identifying what some of these emotions are, and sometimes you've got the anger and frustration and all of those, but also they take on a form. So somebody can send you their frustration in the form of
a thought form.
Well, it's a thought form, but it could be a weapon, it could be a stake, it could be all sorts of things, and they get lodged in the body. And once you can identify them and take them out, the energy starts to flow again, which makes it easier for the person to heal.
The person's energy field basically sets up the lessons they're supposed to learn in this incarnation, and how they're supposed to do it effectively. And for this to work properly, the energy has to flow, and there's a flow all the way down from the divine all the way down into the ground. And if there's anything blocking this flow of energy, then it effectively creates disease in the body. So it can be emotion, it can be
trauma,
anything.
Yeah.
So what we've tried to do in this book, is to explain how the energy system works, where these blockages are liable to occur, and then once people understand that, they have something to work with about how to improve their energy flow and improve their health.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, so okay. All right, I just trying to fix the sound and the video, but I wanted to show you and also bring this. You are bringing new titles and new names that we don't use much in the spiritual field. For example, lifetime template. Yes. This, and you write down, like, it's pretty, like your technical knowledge came up and explain these things, and I find this very interesting. You talk about nodes, grids. So how did you experience this in your healing sessions and came up to this understanding of how things work?
When they started to channel this, I was shown pictures quite often, and they were telling me that there were geometric shapes above the body, and how this filtered down. So if you have a lifetime plan, a blueprint of what you're going to do this lifetime, how you're going to learn it. So it comes down through the spiritual geometric shape into either the emotional or the physical, so that you can gain the experiences which you need in order to resolve them. But they still come down further into the lifetime plan, where you've got triggers to initiate certain sequences within the grids, isn't it?
It basically within it's like we actually operate very much like a computer.
Oh yes.
It's a little scary, really. We're downloaded with a plan. It then gets put into this template, and there are timing elements within the template that allow it to play out at appropriate times. And this template contains information which will determine characteristics that we need. For instance, if we need to be outgoing and very expressive to learn a particular lesson, then that characteristic will be in the template, and when it gets triggered, we will develop those skills to become outgoing and to be heard.
And what triggers them also, you brought into the attention that what triggers them can be a disease, can be a trauma, or can be just an activation that like a virus. When you download it in the computer, you switch on and it goes up.
Yes, it can be triggered by a thought from other people. One of the first things we learned was the importance of our thoughts, and the fact that other people's thoughts can impact us. We've been through many years, actually, of experiencing thoughts from other people and the impact it had on us. And through Maggie's guides, we were able to understand how to remove these influences. So it's been
at least the negative ones.
Yeah, the negative ones. We tend to boost the positive ones.
Yes.
So maybe we can talk also about the process of writing a little bit, like, we talked about the channeling and the organizing thing, but it's different kind of to get out a book out there. I mean, how do you feel about it? Like the end of the process, having a book out there and maybe making it available to people to learn about these things.
To me, it's very exciting. It was quite a painful process. You didn't actually see the first 5 or 6 versions of the book. Every time we read it, we thought, this doesn't flow. This is not getting the message across. Then gradually, and then with your help, we basically were able to put it in a form where it now flows. It's inviting to read. So it was a transformation.
And there is also a second volume. I mean, this is because when I read your book, the first time, I felt a transformation within me, to be honest. And I think I was sending you a message like every week saying, I told you that I would be finishing this weekend, but I feel like I need to process the book because when you correct a book, it's really, you are reading it also and you are feeling it. And, we know that everything is vibration. So it was really a transformative process. But when I finished it, I'm like, what is the next chapter? So you're preparing the second one.
We deliberately actually broke it down into 2 sections. The first book is about how the energy system works and basically how living on Earth is supposed to be and how the whole system is supposed to work.
But also explaining the new structures which we were told about, because I don't think these structures are available generally.
Yeah, everyone knows about chakras and meridians and energy bodies, but very, very few people have come across the grids or the lifetime templates, because we're now, only now has the energy of the Earth got to the point where people can appreciate this.
Yeah.
And it gives them something to work on, because we're all working to evolve spiritually. And we do this by raising our vibration, and understanding these structures gives you a way to raise your vibration with ease and grace.
Yeah.
And that's why you wrote after 2020 and channeled approach to health and wellness. for life.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And you put the date because the vibration now allows it.
Yes.
Yes.
Now it's so appropriate. The world is in such a mess. People are in a lot of distress, and hopefully our book will give them a bit of encouragement to really look at how their energy system is working and getting rid of the negative influences which are bringing them down.
And the next volume is bringing this further.
The next volume is basically how to use this information as a healing modality. We've actually developed an approach where we have a template, we have a series of questions to ask, and it takes you through all of the structures and finds out where the blockages are, and then tells you what to do about them. So the first volume is the information, how it works. The second volume is actually how to use it.
The second volume is talking about, you can use it on your own. You don't need anybody else. You can use it on your own, but it also allows you to work on other people if they're willing to do that. And later on in the book, we start talking about working with guides and how you can work with guides to enhance the work that you're doing. So that's another step in there.
That's important.
Yeah.
And also you offer classes. I mean, you used to offer classes and now you are thinking about offering them online. And I encourage people to subscribe on the link below that I will leave later to know when would be your first class, right?
That's right. Yeah. But basically what we've done, we've taken the information from the book and turned it into a structured course with 4 sessions. And what it does, it gives people who register for this course the opportunity to ask questions and for us to explain things they don't fully understand.
That's amazing. I just want to how to do it. I want to just check which page I want to go and read maybe a sentence or paragraph. Are you okay with it?
Yes.
All right, let's see. All right. Okay, so here we go. We do not have to be on the wrong path to receive assistance. There are people who have agreed at the soul level to assist us at key points in our life. They can guide us in the right direction before disappearing from our life. So that's beautiful. We were talking about spirit allies, and
it just shows the power of synchronicity. That's so important. It's one of the most important things, I think. We have so much information available to us, but most of us don't use it and don't listen. And you don't have to be clairvoyant. There are various ways you can get clues. You can do speed writing. There's lots of different ways to get this information, but it's to be open to it is so important.
But I've also found that I've had people come into my life and they've been just at the right time. They've got the information I'm looking for and they're willing to share it with me and to expand on it. And then just as suddenly as they came in, they're gone. But I've had that a few times now, and yes, I'm sure they're God sent too.
Yes, beautiful. Any last word you want to say about the book or about those who are going to order the book? I have already got some questions about if we're going to translate it and so on, and we're going to discuss about it in the future. But for now, it's available on Amazon in English, and you can order it and learn from it. And I really love that the way, you with the drawings you have put and the illustrations, you've done very, very good work on putting complex things into very simple words that we can understand. So yeah, any last message you want to give for?
You're talking about translation into another language. The only reservation I have there is that the person understands energy work and can translate it appropriately, and we know some people who've looked at it and fluent in French, but it doesn't translate.
Yes.
So that's our we don't know what.
Yeah, but it's available in English for now, and I hope people will try to order.
We'd like to have it translated into many different languages, but
I would love to in the future.
What I'd like to just say to complete this
Sorry,
is that
That's okay. We have time.
I wanted to get that in.
we do work well together.
We do actually.
See, that's how this book came out.
But really, you would buy this book for your own benefit. It's got information in
Yes.
there which can help you learn how to live in this new environment.
Mhm.
And we really hope you benefit from it. So that's the message.
And
Yeah.
anybody can use this. It's a very straightforward book. If you just want to work on yourself, that's great. If you want to take it further, we show you how you can do that too.
Beautiful. So I don't know if we have any question about the book or the process. If you do, maybe just leave it below and we might answer it a bit later. Thank you for being here. I'm so happy that your book is the first one, and I feel like it's the new step. It's like Truth House is getting to the new vibration and bringing this type of knowledge out there. I'm so excited. So yeah, so thank you very much. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Sylvain, Mika, and those who are watching on YouTube. And for those who will watch this video on Truth House YouTube channel also. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rosalind.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.